Lauren here, and I'm very excited to be sharing with you some tips on eating healthy, eating clean on a budget, because most likely you're on a budget, I'm on a budget, we're all on a budget, and we're all looking for ways to save here, there, everywhere. So it can be done even with healthy eating, and that's one of the biggest objections I hear as to why people don't eat healthy is because, well, it's too expensive. But really, it's not, because it might be a little more expensive up front, but down the road, it will actually save you a lot. Why do I say that? Because you can either pay the farmer now or you can pay the doctor later. You know, we're so quick to put money away every month into our health insurance, into paying our doctor later for the future health issues that we're going to have. Why don't we put some of that money into what we're putting in our bodies now so we don't have the health issues later? You know, these are simple things, but so true and so important for us to adopt this lifestyle change so that it becomes part of our lifestyle. And, you know, I'm not saying don't get insurance or anything like that, but I'm saying it might cost a little more upfront, but it's worth it. You know, at the end of the week, it might be $10 more, $15 more on your grocery bill. What is that? $60 more at the end of the month. Personally, I will find ways to save in other areas so that I can eat healthy and good food, because I know my future, I know my health depends on that. So make that adjustment up here so that when you're shopping and you're looking at these healthier ingredients and you think, oh, well, it's so much cheaper if I get this one. Well, there's a reason it's cheaper. And the reason is because the Food and Drug Administration, unfortunately, is very corrupt. There's a lot of corruption in it. And they put all kinds of ingredients in the foods that we buy on a weekly basis that are really affecting our health. There's a reason that, you know, diseases like heart disease, like diabetes, like tumors, like cancer have grown at such a crazy rate. And I promise you, it is directly linked to the foods that we're putting in our body. Over 90% of the processed and packaged foods that we buy on a weekly basis have genetically modified organisms in them. What are those? Because sometimes we hear these words, GMO, all this kind of stuff, and we don't actually know what it means. GMO is a genetically modified organism, and that is something that has been manufactured in a laboratory with chemicals, with preservatives, with herbicides, pesticides, hormones, antibiotics, all sorts of crazy chemicals that you would never think about putting in your body, but yet you're eating them week in and week out, because whatever the cow eats, you're eating. Whatever the chicken eats, you're eating. If the plant or the tomato or the cucumber has been grown with a genetically modified seed, then you're eating that. And that is not good for your health. So, you know, we have to make priorities what we can buy organic and maybe some things that we can't. I don't buy everything 100% organic, but I do my best in certain areas. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But I want you to be aware that you can either pay the farmer now or you can pay the doctor later. So make that adjustment, make that mental adjustment up there. So when you're going shopping, that you're aware of these things, that you're not just buying more expensive stuff, that you're buying healthy ingredients that are good for you, good for your health, and good for your family. And here's the good news. It can still be affordable. Yay. All right, so let me give you a few tips that when you're shopping, what to look for. First of all, you have to start reading the labels, okay? You have to start reading the labels, because in the labels, you're going to see all these ingredients, and if you can't pronounce them, then do not buy it, okay? Simple as that. You want to look for ingredients that have, or look for products that have 5 ingredients or less, because chances are with 5 ingredients or less, there's not a lot of room for a bunch of crazy stuff to go in there. Okay, so look for products that have 5 ingredients or less, and I want you to just get used to reading labels. In the beginning, it takes a while to get to learn all the different products and what has this and what doesn't, but you'll catch on really soon. So take your time, but for now, I want you to read every single label, every last one of them. If you don't, I'm going to come get you. So read every label, okay, and look for clean ingredients, okay? Look for things that don't have additives, that don't have preservatives, that don't have things you can't pronounce, because if you can't pronounce it, your body can't process it, and it's doing you more harm than good, and it's not worth your 82 cents, okay? Pay 15 cents more and get the organic thing that doesn't have all the chemicals in it. Okay, so that's number 1. All right. Number 2, have priorities when you shop. Like I said before, you know, you might not have the budget to buy everything organic, but start with the things that matter most. For me, and as you'll see in the articles I'm going to post below, your most important things to buy organic are your meat and your dairy products. Okay, all your meat and all your dairy products, you want to buy them organic, or with the meat can be grass-fed, antibiotic-free, no hormones, all that good stuff. So look for those things first. And your dairy, make sure your dairy is definitely organic as well. And then the rest of the things you do according to your priorities, according to your budget, as you can. All right, and there's so many ways to save, you guys. There's sales, there's coupons, there's buying things in season, buying things in bulk. A lot of times you can buy organic things in bulk from these wholesalers and even online, and you can pay less when you buy in bulk than you would for the non-organic version. So there's ways around it. It's going to take a little more effort. It's going to take a bit of a learning curve to educate yourself and to look for these ingredients. But it's worth it because we're talking about your health. We're talking about your future. So take the time to really apply these things and learn them. Damage does not happen overnight. It happens over a series of days, a series of months, a series of years. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, where did this come from? It doesn't happen overnight, and it might not change overnight. But if you take every small step you take is towards a healthier future for you and for your family. And that is so important. It's going to save your health. It's going to save your future. So those are some tips for now. I'm going to post a few really important articles below that I want you guys to check out. It shows the organic priority list, and there's another article with 75 tips on how to shop and save on a budget. All right, if you want to save when you go to the grocery store, read that article and apply those tips. Okay, so I'm really excited for you guys to start learning and applying these things, and I know it's going to save you a lot, not just in your piggy bank, but it's going to save your body, it's going to save your health. So I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.